Yo, what is up, all you stone cold, super fly, illmatic fish keeping funkadelics? You watching Aquafun Aquatics with me, Aquafun. Look, I'm gonna make this real simple for everybody out there. I've heard from people, countless people, which I don't understand, but I'm not mad at you, okay? This is what I hear. I can't keep angels to save my life. Or you look at the angels and you think that because they look so elegant that they may be delicate. You see how I did that? I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna give you some simple tips on how I keep angelfish, how easy it is. Anybody can keep angelfish. There's a couple of things that you gotta keep in mind. And that's what this video is about today. Keeping angelfish for a long time, healthy and happy. Not blowing your money on fish and you mistakenly killing them or whatever. This video is gonna help you out with that. Oh, you know what? At the end of this video, I'm gonna put my #1 tip on keeping angels. My #1 thing you have to keep in mind when keeping, for me, this #1 tip is the make or break moment in keeping angels. All right, so I'm gonna take you guys inside so you can see what I got going on in the house with my angels inside. And let me close this. Coming through to a theater near you. Olivia, say hello to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
All right, that's enough. say Superfly Funkadelics.
Superfly Funkadelics.
All right, let me come up in this room. This is I got this one. See right there? That's it right there. Let me put this here. Let me flip you guys around. There we go. Okay, so this is my corner bow front. As if you watch my channel before, you see a whole lot of difference going on. I put a whole bunch of plants there, but look at them angels. Gorgeous angels. Hold up. And I'm gonna tell you why they're gorgeous. I'm gonna tell you why they're gorgeous. I'm gonna tell you why they're happy and how you could do this in your tank. Take that off. All right, so this is the deal, right? We're angelfish, right? Let's talk about the tank first. Angelfish grow long. So if you want to keep angelfish, you gotta have a tall tank. A 10-gallon tank or a 20 long tank, not gonna cut it. You wanna have something tall, right? Like for instance, see, these guys like to swim right here, all right? So that's what you wanna do. You wanna have a tank that's tall, right? Lighting, not important whatsoever to angelfish. In all honesty, I've noticed angel kind of like it a little bit shady. Plants, they don't care. I'm gonna be 100% honest. They don't care if there's plants in there. They don't care if there's real plants or fake plants. Now, I can tell you this. Most domestic angelfish have been bred in captivity for so long, and they probably grew up in a tank that is bare. Absolutely nothing in it but a sponge and some bubbles. So they will live fine in an unplanted tank, undecorated tank. But plants do help angelfish that are stressed out, and it does give them a place to hide. So keep that in mind when you're talking about decoration. I actually did a video on how to set up an aquarium specifically for angelfish. Substrate. I got a light coating of sand with some mixed rocks. They don't care. They don't spend no time down there. While we're on the subject of decorations, let's talk about driftwood and pH. Angels in the wild like a low pH, 6, right? But domesticated designer angels, that's what I call angels that look like they do now. They've been bred in water anywhere from 6 to 8.0. You know, so you don't have to be so worried about pH too much. I would not chase the numbers when it comes to pH. Don't go crazy putting chemicals in your water trying to drop this pH. What you can do is put driftwood in your tank, and that'll gradually drop the pH a natural way, not using chemicals, right? Temperature. Angelfish like a warm tank. Anywhere from 75 degrees to 85 degrees. Leaning more to the high side. I like to keep my tank 80, 82 degrees. That's where I feel my angels have a decent growth rate, because I don't know if you know this, some people don't. But the higher the temperature, the faster your fish grow, because you're speeding up their metabolism and all that stuff. They eat faster, they grow faster, they get bigger. But because of that speeding up of their body and their growth rate, they also have a shorter lifespan. Like the flames, you know what I mean? A flame brighter lasts less time than one that does slow. You know what I'm talking about? It's the flame and the fire and the match, and it burns fast, and the one and fast, big and fast, or slow and long and low. Put your temperature at 80 degrees. Right now I'm feeding them this. Now I go through different types of food, because I feel like changing up the food is something that benefits them, because they get a lot of different nutrients from different places. Right now I'm doing bug bite flakes. This thing has, because they are a cichlid, right? Angels are a cichlid, so they like the meaty stuff, right? They're omnivorous, but they lean more towards the meaty stuff. And this thing has a high protein content, so doing bug bite. But normally what I do feed them is a floating or slow sinking pellet. It's usually a mix of bug bites, Hikari cichlid gold, and AQUARIUM cichlid pellets, the little ones, because angelfishes don't have huge mouths. And I feed them, put all three of those, and I usually get the small bug bite pellets, right? The small Hikari gold packages, and then a bigger AQUARIUM, and I mix them all up, because the Hikari and the bug bites, especially bug bites, are more expensive. The AQUARIUM's cheaper, but it's a really good source of food, and you get a lot of it. It lasts you a long time. But I sometimes I like to mix it up. Sometimes I give them this, and check this out. Sometimes I give them this goldfish, Tetra goldfish crisp. Why do I give them this? Okay, I'm gonna tell you why I feed them this. I feed them this because all that protein, like, okay, in the wild, right? Angels eat bugs and other little fish, and because they're, they'll hunt down stuff. Those small animals and crustaceans, they eat vegetation, so they get that. Basically, this is like giving them a salad.
Every once in a while you need a salad. I mean, I don't, but they do.
Water quality, maintenance. What do you got to do? What you need to do to keep your angels nice and happy for a long time is do at least 25% water changes every week. Oh, and by the way, as far as food goes, don't overfeed them. Angels will want food all the time. They will eat like they will eat so much that their bellies will get humongous and fat. They will come to the tank and they will lie to you.
Feed me, I'm hungry. Give me.
And you think it's cute, right? It's not cute. They lie to you. They're lying to you. They will eat and eat and eat like little pigs, but all you're doing is feeding them, making them have more, more. And then that just gets in your water, so you'll have to do more water changes. So 25% water change. Me personally, I like to do a third every week. I've even done 50% on a regular basis too. Depends, doing YouTube videos, I always have to feed, hey, look at my fish, they're eating, and people like to see the fish eating, right? But sometimes you don't get the good, the good shot, so you have to do another take. You give more food, hey, look at them, they're eating. And then next thing you know, you done fed your fish 4 times in the course of 10 minutes, and you have dirty tanks. So I've done big water changes, 80% before. If you get the right angelfish, and like I said, at the end of this video, I'm gonna tell you about the right angelfish. You don't have to worry about that. Water changes, gotta be done. Tank mates. I ain't gonna go too much into tank mates except for this. And this is why I'm not gonna go too much into tank mates. I did a really good video just recently on angelfish tank mates. I urge you to check that video out. General rule: angels have long fins. You don't want to get any fish that are fin nippers. Okay, do your research on the fish that you're putting in with your angels. Now let's talk about the number one thing you have to know to keep angelfish for a long time and have them be beautiful and healthy. It's starting at the very beginning. All right, the very beginning, picking out your angels. All right, when you're picking out your angels, you want to be very, very
anal.
Sorry, had to say it. I said it, okay? Anal. You want to be very anal. You want to be very critical of the fish I don't care if that that person, the LFS employee standing there. You want to be very...
No, not that one, that one.
These are the things you want to look for. When you come up to an LFS and you're looking at an angel tank, first of all, you want to find out how long they've had it there. If it's been longer than 24 hours, your angelfish should be out and about. That's just the nature of angels. If the LFS guy says, oh yeah, these angels came in yesterday, that's how come they're kind of sluggish and lethargic. In my opinion, that doesn't matter with angels. Angels are normally really quick to bounce back from moving, shipment, unless it was a very, very drastic move. They're really, really good at calming down and getting, you know, into the swing of things. So you want to find out how long they're anything longer than 24 hours, they should be all swimming all over the place like angels do. You might pinpoint a fish with a particular color or a pattern that you find attractive and go, that's the one.
Hold up, slow down, okay?
Just because his color and his pattern looks a certain way, that don't mean it's the best one to get. You want to look at your fish, you want to observe the tank, whichever ones, first of all, this is the first thing you want to do. Which ones are swimming around? Okay, there's gonna be two types of angels normally on LFS. They're gonna be swimming around or they're gonna be hiding. They're gonna be, angels do this weird thing where when they're stressed out, they put their face to the back of the glass as if you can't see them and they just look like this. That's not an angel you want. He's stressed out. He's not doing well. He's too scared and skittish, and angelfish, any fish will die of stress, and that one is stressed out. Not saying he will die, but you wanna play your odds, right? So leave that one on. I don't care how pretty his fins are or how pretty his color is. Leave him there. Next thing you want to look for is their body, their overall body. Okay, do they have any cuts and scrapes or sores? Is their color vibrant or dull? Because if they're any of those things, you know, except for, you know, if their color's dull and they have scrapes and sores and maybe some fuzz on them or ick, then you don't want them. You don't want no fish in that tank, to be honest with you. Next, you want to look at fins, okay? This is the time to look at fins. And if their fins are, if you find a tank full of angels, and most of the fish fins are perfect, but those aren't the ones you want, but the one you want, fins are kind of shredded, that means he's being picked on. That means he's weaker than the others. That means you got to move on to another fish. The fish world is the one time that the bullies are the best ones to have. Because the bullies are healthier. That's just the truth. The bully fish are the healthiest fish in your tank. It's the truth. So if you find a fish that's getting beat up, that's because the other ones sense his weakness, and you'll be taking a weak fish to your home. Maybe he may be ill, and that's why the fish attacked him to begin with. So that's just a whole bag of worms you don't want to open up. Check their pectoral fins. The pectoral fins are the two long ones that dangle down in the front, right? They dangle down in the front. What people don't realize about the pectoral fins is they're supposed to be one on one side, one on the other. They're not supposed to be like this. Okay, a lot of LFS I watch, their fins are like that. So don't look at that one. Okay, you want to pass that one up. That means it has some kind of genetic. So if you ever decide to breed these fish, chances are your baby fish are gonna have that genetic or even worse. Look like they dad. Lastly, okay. You want to find, just like I said, the bully, you want to find a fish that is out in front, looking at your face. You know what I mean? You want to find a fish that is more like all into what's going on with you. Okay, they should be begging for food.
They should be begging for food.
If you can get the associate to feed them, do. Because those are going to be the ones you want. And if those ones that fit your criteria that I just gave you are not the colors or fins that you want, it's okay. Move on to the next LFS. Come back next week. They might have some ones that you want. Don't be so caught up as I got to walk home with these fish. I got to leave the store with something. It's tempting. I know. It happens to me. Be patient. Be critical. Be anal. You bring a good fish home to a good tank, with good food, with good water quality, you're going to have no problems. That's just the truth.